Support staff so important in terms of schools because the infrastructure of the school wouldn't operate if you didn't have them. It's everyone who isn't a teacher or SLT. So you could be a cleaner, you could work in the kitchens, you could be a teaching assistant, you could be part of a safeguarding team, making sure that our young people are safe. With some of them there's a legal requirement for them to be there, so that's the bare minimum. It's really varied. I'm a pastoral support worker for students with behaviour high needs. Do a lot of mentoring, one-to-one mentoring. Good pastoral support is something you're probably not so aware of. It's kind of happening behind the scenes and it's enabling what happens in the classroom to happen. That in-house service is absolutely vital. Statistically, we're looking at a 27% cut in pay since 2010 for support staff. So the impact is really severe. Loads of support staff now who are using food banks. There's always been support staff who are on UC as well. And that isn't changing. Without an inflation-busting pay rise, people cannot afford to be working in schools anymore. I'm about to start doing some more care work again, and that's really common in support staff. So most people have 2, 3, sometimes I know people who've got 4 jobs. This is Warrior, which is a narrow boat, which is my home, and I love living on my boat. This is what I could afford to do, but it's a really hard way of life. I'm priced out, basically. My English family's up north and it cost me 140 quid every time to get a train to go home. So I will be going home less and less. Losing that kind of connection with home and time is difficult. We're not asking for 27% and that would put us back to where we were 12 years ago. We're asking for current inflation equivalence. So with the current pay offer not being fully funded, the concern is that there'll be redundancies next year. We know whenever there's redundancies that support staff jobs go first. We already know that there's a retention crisis in terms of support staff. So it's very hard to imagine what schools will look like at that point.